President Trump has said a deal is close, only for the two sides to remain far apart.
Down!
All right, what is going on, entertainers? So time come to y'all with another video, and we talking Baddies Gone Wild. Y'all, this season is becoming so repetitious. It's like crazy. Like I feel like I'm watching the same episode. Like I was just starting to like it, and then it started getting repetitive again. Like, oh my god, can we bring a new girl in? Can we send somebody home? Can we do a house meeting? Y'all not even like house meeting, but can we do a house meeting to vote Leandria her home, because it's starting to become ridiculous. Okay, they literally are meeting up like the Gross Sisters and the Cheetah Girls just to squabble. It's ridiculous. So the episode opens up with Lauren going off about the Leandria situation, and she's basically telling the girls, "Yeah, I did throw Leandria stuff in the bushes because at this point I know I can't hit her because it's not going to be a fair squabble." Now I feel like that's only fair. And to be honest, I feel like she's giving Leandra a little bit more grace than other people are giving her, because had that have been me, you would have got tortured every time because you said my hoo-ha stinks. So every time I think about it, you know what I'm saying? I look at my hoo-ha, I'm gonna think of you because you're saying it doesn't smell right. You get what I'm saying? So I think Lauren gave her more grace than other people would. So she like, man, it just hurt because all the time y'all be talking about me or whatever. Y'all say my stink, and y'all know it never stink. Y'all never smelled it before. Minsk gonna talk about, man. Lauren talk about her stink and all this stuff. Girl, go talk to a gynecologist. That was funny. I ain't gonna lie. She said, go talk to a gynecologist. Okay. I hate that she has that rumor stuck about her, but I know it's not true. That's the crazy part. But the fact that she has that stuck on her when it comes to being on this network specifically, is so messed up. I'm telling you, Leandra would have to get it every time. I really don't think Leandra gonna come to this reunion. Some of y'all think she comes to the reunion. I don't think she's gonna show. I just don't think she's gonna show. So a lot of starts to point her direction towards Dava, because the other girls, they're not really trying to like fight or whatever. Like we have the Lulu, she not trying to get into it. G Baby, she not really trying to get into it. Dava is injured. Literally, she has like one leg. Peg leg Dava. Okay. And they allow her to start getting into it with Alana, which I didn't think was cool, because it's like this girl could barely walk. Why is she even being allowed to even be in this scene to fight? Now, when Alana kicks her at her knee and she really breaks her leg for real, then what? Then what are we gonna do? Like, I feel like it's just going to like, that's the stuff I be talking about. And y'all be taking it too far. I don't get it. And Alana, you look crazy fighting somebody with one leg and one arm, basically. She missing half her limbs. I don't get it. Okay. Like, I just don't get it. Okay. Because Lauren right there. Lauren was right there. Tyson ends up getting into it with Alana. And I just feel like anytime Alana wins against like a Tyson, it's not really a W. I'm sorry. Tyson about like 5'2". Okay. Now is known to get into it with bigger girls and take the W. So I don't know if Tyson is just exhausted. I don't blame her though, because if we're gonna be honest, she ran some of the most fades throughout the whole season. Her, Lauren, Becky, Alana. Like a lot of them ran the most face. So Sister Girl probably exhausted at this point, to be honest, because we don't really even see her fight where her head down as much as she has this season. So to me, her winning against Tyson is sort of like, where is the brownie points you're gonna get? I don't see it, and I don't think you should get them. I just don't. It's just no. Get Lauren. Then we'll talk. And for them to say Dava is Punani, I don't think she is, because Dava said something in this episode that made a lot of sense. Because why did y'all wait till she get injured and all that to keep coming at her? When she wasn't injured, it's like they had nothing to say to her. They act like she wasn't there. It's not an accent for me. She like, I think it's funny how they keep messing with me when I'm injured and I ain't even do nothing to them. I ain't nearly really have an issue with you until you wanna come at me. So you gonna go in the trash bin. Oh man. Now I will say, okay, Nava, I see the attempt that you tried to make with the little trash bin, but it did give a little bit inorganic. But I'm gonna have to give you A for effort because it was cute. It was different. We don't really see, props being used a lot or whatever, unless it's like Dolly, you know what I'm saying? That's giving us a production. So, we're gonna give you an A for effort. Okay. So I guess Marie Minx was bored, which y'all, we renaming Marie Minx to Minx Minx. Okay. Minx Minx. It's not even Marie Minx no more. It's Minx Minx. Okay, because the way that Lauren be making her up, we gonna call her Meeks Meeks. Okay, so she start to step up whatever. She like, anybody want to get into it? Anybody want to fight? Anybody want to fight? So Lauren like, what's up? So y'all, Lauren Meek Meek W easy effortlessly. I don't know why Marie Minx thinks that Lauren is an easy W because she's not. Never has been. Okay. Never has been. And also, Alondria, I'm gonna call you out too. You in the corner laughing like it's funny. I hope Maria gets you. Okay, you see what I'm talking about? Like y'all having Alondria back, and I'm talking about House B, Marie Minx, and crew. Y'all having her back and all that, and she finding it a key that not only Lauren winning against you, she low key tearing you. That's the stuff I'll be talking about. Alondria is very sneaky, y'all. Go back to that scene, y'all. You gonna see Alondria laughing. She put her hand over her mouth. That little girl is so messy. It's not even funny. They go for another round. And also, I didn't notice Marie Mix's tooth until this episode. Like her tooth is completely gone. Like, did you eat them? Like, I don't know. That was crazy. I was like, this is like Zeus. Y'all going to another level now. Yeah, now y'all casting toothless girls. At least cast them with the teeth and then let them get it knocked out. Like you know what I'm saying? Like y'all just casting it already knocked out. Like that's another load, Natalie. I don't know. So they get into another round. Lauren takes the W. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. I love how Tyson have Lauren back because she makes sure to grab her wigs and stuff. So that way the other girls don't rip it up. Since G Baby has retired her job of the wig collector. You're not even collecting the wigs no more, G Baby. You should be ashamed of yourself. Uh-huh. Yeah, you really should. You really should be ashamed of yourself. So at this point, Becky ends up stepping up and gets into it with Tyson. Now, this is the Tyson we remember. Because Tyson, to me, almost took that W, if we're gonna be honest. Like that was like a hard tie. Okay, that Tyson was swinging up. I'm like Tyson. Okay, if y'all don't remember Tyson from Pick a Side, like this is the Tyson we all knew to love. Okay, so just for off of that, the strip that I was like, woo, rooting for Tyson. Okay, after that happens, we end up seeing the girls kind of like go in their separate corridors because we ain't really resolved nothing. Lauren kind of yells at Leandria, like, come get your stuff. Like, you lucky I didn't hit you. Like, go get your stuff. I don't care. I'm not apologizing. Just go get your stuff. Not before it all ends up in a royal tumble. We end up seeing Alana getting into it with Lauren like a few times. Tyson starts getting into it a few times, trying to jump in. Mind you, all the other girls are just kind of standing there. Once again, Dava can't really do that thing because she at this point is missing like 2, 3 limbs, right? So Becky, G, and then Lulu, those two are just kind of sitting there not doing much of anything. Which, by the way, Lulu, what Lulu be saying in her confession? She was like, you feel me? Like I'm 30, like I'm birdie. I fly like a bird, like fly high and get down like a girdy, like everything's getting down. And I'm like, what are you saying, Lulu? She was just speaking a whole bunch of gibberish. Like, I'll be like, what is she saying? Like, what is she really saying? She like, we're gonna get dirty, but like, or got like a birdie, or she like a what? Like a you should have been helping out Lulu. I get Lulu though, because she did really just get into it with them like recently type ish. So she didn't have to do anything. but it's off the strength of like it's only them two versus like 3 to 4 of them on that other side. And then there you got Leandra just standing there on the side, laughing, kikiing about the whole situation. Okay. Now let's talk about Don't Call Me White Girl, aka Milano, because we need you to explain this. Now, I recently was on Lauren Page, and what is this? You got some explaining to do.
Lauren.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Cause what is that? It's giving wet spot. Najee. You know what I'm saying? Caution when wet. I don't know. You need to explain that immediately. All right. Now I hope that was because you fell into the grass and it was not because you wet yourself. All right. Because Lauren ain't that big of a scary girl. I'm just saying. The viewers catch everything. Y'all know this. House B gets in the room and they start getting on the laundry. They like, okay, like I know you're a pretty girl and all that, but you just can't be standing there kind of letting them, do what they want to you or whatever. Like at least say something. Not specifically. She like, come on, like you could have said something. Like you just kind of letting them do anything to you. Like she's like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Alondra, she belongs on dating show. So do you, Nas. I could see her on Love Island games, okay, where they bring the international players. Like you're wanting to say with Alondra. Please do not try to single her out. Now, House A, and at this point, Laura is aggravated. She is aggravated at Cutter, K, and G Baby for not helping out. And she is basically ranting like y'all just kind of stood there and I did nothing. Tyson called him out too or whatever. And G Baby's like, man, I'm not gonna get my what for you guys. Like, I'm not adding to if no fuel to the fire. Y'all just gonna have to deal with it how y'all deal with it. I'm like, my whole thing is that's fine and daddy and all, but like stop hanging around with them then. Cause at this point, it's one crew versus the next. Straight up. And that's the sad part about this whole show. And this is why I said it's starting to get repetitive. And that's why I didn't like it in the beginning, because they started getting into it about this nameplate. Now it's House A versus House B for the rest of the season. It's repetitive. Okay. Dava starts getting irritated at this point. She like, I know y'all not talking to me. Y'all not talking to me because my knee hurt. Y'all ain't seen none of y'all get jumped, so I know y'all not talking to me. I'm like, okay, Dava, like they ain't talking to you. Rest up your leg, okay? And mind your business, cause they not talking to you. You are on reserve. Whole time, Lulu, like, I been getting in the feed. I been getting in the feed. Okay, I just left the feed. I cleaned the field yesterday. I just planted some plants in the field. Okay. She trying to defend herself basically because the other girls at this point are starting to get mad. I just don't get why they didn't bring a replacement at this point or did like a vote situation because it, it doesn't make sense as to why. So at this point, a lot Alondria, they kind of like House B is kind of over her at this point, right? So she's like walking around the villa. Lauren kind of sees that, it tries to get her. Okay, she start chasing her like the Tasmanian devil. That allowed you to start walking around, snickering, being PC'd up. Who does Alondra know in production that she has walking security with her? You feel me? Like she injured or something. I'm like, like, let me find out you a shot caller over there at Zeus Alondra because that was crazy. We done seen a security guard we never seen before. Okay, the lady with the braids and all that with the walkie, like she's having like full on protection at this point, which I found to be very interesting. Is all I'm gonna say about that, right? So at this point, Lauren is trying to get her, right? She trying to get her. Uh, Alondra walks into House B room because she's scared at this point. Okay, she knocking on the door. She like, oh my god, her voice is cracking. Okay, she's like, man, Lauren tried to run after me. She trying to chase me because of everything going on. Like this is crazy. Make sure you lock the door. Lock the door. Lock the door. Child production that did not allow her to lock that door because Lauren walked right through willy nilly, child. And she started getting into it with Alana. At one point, don't call me white girl. Milano ends up trying to jump in, but she didn't end up getting to her. And Lauren ends up taking a W against Alana because they were kind of holding Alana. I'm not gonna lie, they was holding her at this point. So that's when Lauren ends up leaving. They start going at Alondra, they like, Alondra, like, this is crazy. Like, you didn't even try to do nothing. Like, you just stood there. Like, this is Milano. She like, I ain't gonna lie, you gonna have to go. You gonna have to go home. Okay? Because they're not playing around at this point. And we know you're not a fighter, but it's like you're not even defending yourself. Now I go like I do think a lot it was Alondra's time to go home because you running from her confessionals is crazy. Like, at least try to throw something at the girl or something like that. And it's like, to me, she'd be a very sneaky because she's laughing at the situations and she not helping. So I feel like that's even worse than what G Baby and Cuddy K is doing, because at least they're not laughing at the situation. Alondra laughing and getting a good key out of it. That's the bad part. She being sneaky about it. G Baby and them just don't want nothing to do with it. It's a big difference. So they sort of tell her to kind of get out. Milano funny, I ain't gonna lie. Don't call me white girl, give me a good key. She like, I can't even look at you. Look at you. I can't even look at you. Look at me, look at me. Okay, so she started turning around over. She like, security, come get her, escort her up out of there, okay? Because now you got nowhere to run. So security ends up getting her. At one point, Elijah was starting to give us these crocodile tears. I'm like, man, please. Okay. You could have saved yourself in that situation by not lying on Lauren, talking about her hoo-ha stink. You could have just been playing like Sam in the background. You know what I'm saying? Chilling. I just think Alondra should have played it smart and she shouldn't have switched sides. She should have stayed on Lauren's side. Like, I get Lauren was still gonna be mad at you. She was gonna probably end up getting you. But like, it's called keep your enemies closer, babes. You should have rectified that and tried to find a way. Something. But to go to that other side and flip, look how quickly they'd have spit you out like it was a germ. So she's sitting in her room. She's like, I just don't know. Like I don't know. Like, it's not my fault, but it's like I don't know what I don't know what they want me to do. But here comes Baby Tyson. I know her heart was racing. So Baby Tyson, like, man, what's up with you, Alondra? You sending people for us? Man, you walking like you know, them your security guards in the back of you. Why they show a throwback clip of her walking up and they start playing gangster music. When I tell y'all I laughed so hard because it really did look like she was like leading the pack of security behind her to protect her. So that was pretty funny. So Lauren, like, not Lauren, but Tyson, like, man, you know, I be telling Lauren, I'm like, don't kick her out. Every time Lauren be trying to like get you out, I'll be the one telling her, like, no, don't touch her. So for you to do what you did, I'm not even trying to hear all that. Alondra's like, but I know. It's just like, she's like, man, I'm not trying to hear that. And Tyson ends up leaving and stuff. So their house B ends up, house A ends up having their meeting. So apparently the cameras went down for a little bit, and you know it's time for lunch, right? After a full day of squabbling, it's time to feed a couple of these baddies. It's time for them to get a meal or two, right? As they're getting a meal or two, apparently, I thought that they was gonna say Minx. When she was talking about the food, I thought she was gonna say how she was really hungry and how she was gonna enjoy her meal. I was wrong. Apparently, she was given a plate in order to throw it in Lauren's face. She packed up the plate. Got double the servings. I'm like, oh, she about to have a good meal. Nah, she served it right into Lauren's face. And apparently, Dava and Tyson ended up jumping her. This was all caught on camera, but you could hear the audio of her like getting jumped and stuff like that. So at this point, Minx is irritated. So she starts asking for Tyson. Tyson ends up getting her like one on one, which to me, had they not held her back, I don't think it would have went that way. But Tyson did take the W, but they was holding Minx back. I gotta give her that. They were holding her back, right? So at this point, the girls are getting angrier and angrier. Lauren kind of like hops over and starts spitting. Y'all know how I feel about the spitting. It's nasty. It's nasty. It's Billy Goat behavior. It's Billy Goat behavior. I don't like it. I don't like. But at this point, Lauren said the only reason why she did it is because her hand was injured and she felt like that was the only way to, I guess, like avenge herself and get her leg back. So that's why she ended up doing the spitting or whatever, right? So at this point, they separate them, but then they let them come back. Security, I don't know what they're doing at this point. Like, they keep separating them, letting them come back, separating them, letting them come back. So when they separate them, they come back a few minutes later. This time, Becky comes with Milano. And they end up running up on Dava. They trying to jump her and stuff like that. And then you see Sam jumping in, Minx jumping in. I was so satisfied to see Tyson get Sam because you just a follower. You know what I'm saying? You just a follower. And for Minx, I mean for Dava to have those few limbs that she did, shout out to Dava. Cause she really could have got injured. And I don't think it's safe that they allow her to be around that. Like her knee is literally bandaged up and they just allowing this to be done. Like this is just crazy. Okay. And then you kind of see Cutter K and G Baby, they sitting at the top looking over it. Like this the stuff I'm talking about. Like they getting the key out of it. They might not even be helping, but it's like they getting the key out this whole thing. And that was pretty much the episode. Once again, it's starting to get, a little boring. We're watching like the same scenes 6 times over. Okay. Let me know what y'all think down below, and we are babies.
Welcome to the